All right, well, I can't help it. Is what it is. Not touching it again. Everybody wonders why I don't live stream. Why? Why? Because I got my system set up perfect for recording, not for live streaming. Perfect for recording. All right. Anyhow, what? So much for that hatch. It died. You're just going to have to make your own noises in the comment section. All right. Anyhow, so let's see here if I can get this thing built. What? Ah, crap. I don't even know how that happened. See, like that isn't even fair. I'm over here trying to mess with live streaming, and meanwhile the game's blowing up in the background. Nope, I'm not playing that way. Sorry, y'all. This challenge is too hard to get destroyed like that. Okay. Gosh. I get like comments on both sides. Okay. Okay, so let's focus back on what I got going on down here. This is where I want to get to. There's two priorities that I need to get up and running, and that is going to be getting this built. You're probably gonna die. I don't know. Don't know how to help you, buddy. There you go. This here doesn't need to be restricted anymore. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bladder's good. No, she can get to it. There's two tiles right there. Holy moly! Level 00. Thank you so much for the giant donation. Oh man, you must feel bad for me. I can't get my live stream working right. Oh well. Where did Brothgar come from? Actually, that came from Lord of the Rings Online. Believe it or not, it was actually spelled like I couldn't even. People just were like blah is what it was, but and then I was like, okay, I should probably just name it Brothgar. But yeah, that was an MMO I played back in the day. No lemon time. You have to come on over here. No. You go up there. See that? Stop. You go back over here. This is micromanagement at its best. All right, hold up. I got this. See, she still has stuff to do. Just what in the world? All right. And that's how you do that. Oh, this is like glowing pea. How interesting. Should Probably let that guy out. Do all my critters just get stuck in the most awkward spot? Does that only happen to me? I feel like that just only happens to me. I only had one job. See, now that would be interesting. Once you have a certain amount of... What? Alright, this just in. Mess tables don't need a floor. Interesting. They must just like put their little elbows or something up on the mess table and hang there. Gouda, what you doing? You have a bed. Oh. You could blame Lemon for that one. Your critters entomb yourself as well? Yeah. That does happen. Seems to happen like a lot. Like this guy, I might catch 2 of them. It would be my luck. I'd catch 2, guaranteed. Don't. Okay, good. I was worried there just for a moment. Okay. So that will take care of that. We could just go in there and disable that building real quick. That's a lot of liquid. Maybe too much. We'll find out. Okay, so now if we do this number here, if I can just cut that wire. Probably want to connect this into everything else so that we're not running on the generator. Deconstruct the power wires. Okay, don't deconstruct all of them. There we go. That'll take care of our carbon dioxide problem down there and save us from using so much water just to keep the carbon dioxide under control. I'm kind of, yeah, removing the bridge is probably the great idea. Yeah, see, there we go. So now we could just disable these. All right, we're slowly making our way down here to where we can get to that liquid pump. So do I have research queued up anymore? Whoops, yes I do now. No, we're still working on it. Oops, never mind. Now we're working on it. what's the priority on all of this up there? That's all low. That's good. Yeah, I am live. How about that? Hello. So, what we're going to do down here. Oh, I don't have it yet. I can't plan it. I can't even plan it. All right, never mind. We'll get there. Actually, what I need to do here is I need to dig down a little bit more for the pitcher pump. That's where the ladder need is going to be. Okay. Oh, good. We'll get a lot of work out of you. So how do I like content creator so far? I like it. It's actually been an excellent change of pace for me. I'd kind of reached the end of what I was going to be doing on my day job, and YouTube kept growing and growing. So I kind of felt like I kind of needed to make this change for a couple of reasons. One of them was just the amount of stress that I was dealing with at my job. And the other is I really always wanted to dedicate more time to YouTube, and I felt like the channel right now kind of needs it in order to continue growing. And there's also a good amount of stuff as far as what I think this channel could be in the future, as far as learning about 3D printing and more about engineering as well. I think that could be really useful. So I've got some other goals beyond just Oxygen Not Included, but it's all part educational, and I kind of want to weave more of my experiences in real life into it. So I'm working on the 3D printer stuff. It's actually running in the other room. I've been moving that up on the progress bar as far as how quickly I'm going to be rolling that out. So hopefully we'll see some of that in March. Only a year later than I told you were going to see it last time. Thanks so much, Alexander. Also working on merch. The biggest holdup there is, well, I got to set up the store, which I've already kind of got set up so far, but I'm working on the art side of things. I think a contest to make certain art, that would definitely help. But there's some other, you know, you're involving money at that point, so I want to make sure I have that set up real good. So I guess what I'm saying there is I do have t-shirts designs, but those t-shirt designs, I have yet to see them in person. So I'm going to be ordering those next week to see what happens there. Yeah, we definitely do need a Meep shirt. It would actually be really cool to kind of have like a bespoke shirt for each big like challenge series. I think that would be pretty cool. And then only have it available during the challenge series or something like that. Kind of like a limited edition thing. I don't know. There's a couple of the ideas I have. Oh, I built this one tile. Like I'm never going to be able to get to it. Yeah, super Meep. Oh, have I done any 3D printing with carbon fiber? I did a little bit, and it was working out all right. It's kind of an interesting material because plastic is flexible. Carbon fiber makes it a lot stiffer, but at the same time, it's a little bit more brittle. Ultimately, I didn't have my retraction set up just right, so it caused some problems with the machine in the long run, so I kind of stopped running it for a little bit. Oh, that's right. I was going to give that priorities to anybody there. When in doubt, leave it out. Jeez. Okay, so what am I not completing here? I'm not completing the higher level research. Where you at, lemons? Perfect. That'll work out. See how well this worked down here? We got rid of all of that carbon dioxide. There is still carbon dioxide here, but it's not like a big deal. So now, if I could find a way to... no, don't mess with... oh, that's probably a good idea. Don't mess with this, Brothgar. Don't do it. Don't touch that. Bad ideas. Catherine says, thanks for the videos. Love the challenges. Thanks. Thank you so much for your donation of $5. Absolutely awesome, guys. It means a lot to me, especially at this stage in the game. Yeah. No, when life gives you lemons, make sure she doesn't pee in your pool. That's all. Okay, this priority down here is not getting done. Come on, dupes. What are you doing? So what could we do now that mess tables are available? And you can run them without floors. Can we get dupes to just like climb up into midair or something like that? This is actually a pretty good spot for a directlet. All I need to do to keep that little guy happy is just put some food there for him. Dr. Evil Door. They step on a little... you could set it up to where you hit a pressure plate and then you, as you're running across, the floor just opens up beneath them. I think you could do that. I've actually thought about that for... Okay, so there's this idea of having your dupes do a certain job in a certain order every single day, to where it's like micromanaging to the max, where you plan out everything that your dupe does. And I was actually thinking about that same sort of idea where you have like basically a series of rooms that your dupe moves through in order to do their jobs throughout the day. And then when they're done, like the floor opens up and they drop down to the next one. It would be really, really hard to do, but it'd be kind of fun to try. Are these dupes never going to dig this? Oh, that's because I didn't give him access to the room. Maybe that would help. All right, there we go. Yeah, okay. So for those that are just joining recently, I attempted to add the audio working correctly for the recorded version, or whatever, the game, and didn't work out. We ended up with no audio altogether, so I'm not going to mess around with it. We'll try to fix it for the next live stream. And the next question is going to be, when are you going to live stream next? I don't have a schedule for live streaming, but I think I want to live stream RimWorld and Factorio more often, because I can't necessarily upload that to the channel right now. So that's what I want to do. Probably do it either here on YouTube, more likely on Twitch. I'm not 100% sure. I'll play around with it and see what happens. But please spend this on some toilet paper for those filthy dupes. Thank you so much. I will definitely go buy some more toilet paper. Although I still have several rolls right now. I could use a paper towel, actually. Do I have the... Yes, I just got that unlocked, but now I need the germ sensors, so we need healthcare. Oh, and that's perfect because it gives us the hand sanitizer, which is what we really want to use here, because at some point I want to try what happens when a dupe grabs onto this bottle right there. It has 2,700,000 germs. That's going to be a bad day. So thanks so much, Mike. Question from Jack here. If you could add one thing or remove one thing from the game, what would that be? I feel like I know this. Like I've thought of this. You know, I'm a bit of it. I want something that produces a fair amount of heat. So either a nuclear reactor, which would be awesome because I know there's radium. So I'm guessing we're going to see something like that. That's more like a whole update though. But I have seen a carbon furnace thing somewhere in the game. And you can burn refined carbon or something like that in order to produce a lot of heat. That would allow us to really do a lot more experiment-wise. So that would be the one thing I would add. Something that you could really heat up a lot of stuff with. Not necessarily easy to fuel it, but to generate heat. All right, so now that I have the bottle, I can try to plan this thing out. So what do I want to do down here? I'm going to have a liquid reservoir that goes in, and since we're in chlorine, it will kill the germs off. Let's see if I can remember this without looking up my old video. There's carbon dioxide down here, which is not all that great. We'll have to get rid of that. There is chlorine. We're going to have bleach stone. What I really want this to do is just be like a big open room for disinfecting everything. So, how do I want to do this? I want to have the dupe definitely clean their hands as they leave. Kind of there's going to be a bottle emptier down here. They're going to dump it down. That will pump it into a tank. The tank will also be filled by pits like this, where dupes just kind of spend a good amount of their time, so there's always going to be something there. Speaking of which, that should be a mesh floor now. Actually, let's cancel that. I need to have double layers, so I'm going to deconstruct the buildings there. Okay, the plan for the pump. This is going to be our in pipe. So we'll just go down like this. There's probably going to be a lot of these. I always find kind of following the ladders or floors are a good way to go. I don't really have a great kitchen setup right now. These are only going to run every once in a while, so I don't think I need to mess around with any sort of flow modifiers there. They could just kind of run in. I need a pit down here. Oh, luckily I can get rid of this. In response to Robert there, I'm looking to look at some of those mods. I actually set up my old computer to run Oxygen Not Included. So once I get that up and running, I'll try some mods on that. I don't want to mess with this one right now until mods are a little bit more, at least until I understand them a little bit more. I basically need this machine to run like clockwork, so I don't really want to mess up its flow. Still getting our research done. Ooh, pretty close. I have yet to do the full math on the Drecos to know if it could survive just off of one mealwood plant. Let's take a look at its calories. It doesn't have calories. It's hungry. At least he can't escape. Ha! Are out of storage bins. I feel like that's always a problem in this game. Where to put more storage? Oh, they can't reach the plants from the planters. You got to put them in a single spot there. The farm tile. Yeah. Don't you dare run away. All right, there we go. Okay, so see, here's my problem right now. The chlorine is escaping, but the carbon dioxide is taking over. So just like we ran here. Ooh, that's close. Lemon! I know. You gotta be careful. We were one tile from disaster. .5 tiles. All right. I'll get that set up. Thanks. Okay, so down here, I have to do this number. But there's all that stuff in the way. All right, so let's just get that out of there. Then we're going to plumb up and over. Here we go. Real-time pipe spaghetti. Actually, I should be able to use that without re-enabling this pump over here. I should be able to just bring this over like that, and then use that to prime that loop down there, if that makes sense. Yeah, no showers or anything. We have yet to touch a germ. Travoldo, the troublemaker, just about ready to show up. You know, yeah, I suppose it's just better to scrub it away. I was thinking, okay, maybe I could just pump this carbon dioxide somewhere else. I don't think so. I think I'll move that jobs board though. Speaking of jobs, yes. I'll be right back. Hey man, I'm not gonna be like my dupes and just use the floor. I'm not that much of a dupe. Get a bucket? No. Oh. You know, this is a slightly family-friendly channel here. I can't be doing stuff like that. You guys are terrible. Is everybody really asking me, did I wash my hands? Yes. The things people ask on a live stream. Yes, I washed my hands with soap. Add this to the list of questions I thought I'd never answer in front of 200 people. All right. So, we need to get rid of this carbon dioxide. Why? Oh, this... Oh, maybe I'll leave it. Water sieve. Gosh, I gotta go all the way down there. That'll be fine. You guys are ridiculous. Did you turn off the light? Yes. Okay, I'm surprised that there is nothing to mop up over here. That makes me suspicious. New member, Renegade A2. That must be the whole join thing. Yeah, I don't think anybody's clicked that. You're number one. That might do something automatic over there on the Discord too. Maybe. So many automated things set up. All right, so let's see here. Where are we at? Carbon dioxide. That's problem number 1 right now. Yeah, number 1. Welcome, Kevin. Yeah, so I believe that is the whole Twitch equivalent of subscribe thing, essentially. But I think it also is integrated into Discord as well. I don't know if it's everybody, though. Some bigger channels have it enabled on just videos in general. I'm only at the live streamer level. I don't know how big or how many views you need before you're that cool. All right, so we're nearly there as far as getting all of this working. Oh, wait. Oh, you got... Thanks, Donald, for reminding me. Patty's here about to explode. Oh, no. Vitamin Chewies. Is that just not high enough priority? Somebody? Yeah, I noticed it. Maybe a little bit too late. Uh-oh. Oh, luckily he's the one working on it. It's a race against his bladder, though, isn't it? Uh-oh, and the clock. Get back on there. This is cool. I like this whole emergency priority thing. Hey, nope. I can't tell you to do with that. Well. Rest in peace. Point 2. It's going down. Get up, bud. Get up, bud. Point 1. Point 1. Oh, and he ate it. Point 02. Oh! It hit point 02. That was a close call. Woo! I wonder if the decibels will just keep going. I don't know. BRNZ 8D. Burns? I'm not sure how to say that one. Welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a member here. All right, let's get this carbon dioxide under control. Wow, that was a close call. In, out, in. And if I do the bridge correctly, ha, got it this time. Lack of power. Oh, great. Oh, we have iron ore now. All right. And I'm out of iron ore. There you go. Burns. Okay. Got it. I can't believe he got that close to 0. That was insane. I couldn't plan that out any closer if I tried to. I'm just glad that his highest priority is actually working on that. Oh, wait. What happened to my Draco? Are you the same one? How'd you... Okay. Nope. I don't see everything. can name... I can name pets. What do you mean, once they're tamed? I never noticed that. That's in a different game. I'll get back to the research. Right now I only have enough dupes to like either construct or do research right now. So I have this completed and so that should be enough. All I need them to do is just take care of this carbon dioxide down here. And then I'll put the tank probably right above it. The germ overlay is okay. There's nothing too bad going on here. Oh, just one dupe that isn't sleeping in their bed. Oh no! Crap! Uh-oh. Oh, somebody took a leak in the watering hole. Well then. Actually, can I mop that up? Lemon, give it a try. Lucky me. Now, it's going to take a little while to die off. Now, here's the other thing. So I make food, and it does have food poisoning in the water, but the germs should get killed off in here because it's in chlorine. We got a multi-pronged germ defense system going on here. Let's take a look. Let's see if I can follow this food. Is Lemon infected? Where are you at, Lemons? Lemon? No germs. No germs. Not at all. That is 83 germs of food poisoning. I don't think, well, Fatty, this is not a good one for you to take. Oh, he's going to have germs on him because he touched the food. All right, well, hang on. I can't see that anymore. What about you? No germs. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Yeah, don't ask me how Lemon Time actually just continues to wade around in germy water and not end up with any germs on her. That's a mystery. Okay. Liquid, we already have liquid, so that'll just process. Good question. I think all my maps have long commutes in them. I could... Yeah, like... There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Then we'll put a little pump down there. Comments everywhere. Okay, I think I can finally get to the point here where, where I'm going to plan out the cleaning loop for the water that will be delivered. And this will work out great. Check this out. I don't want to set this up just yet. But when I do set it up, I can just put it right here and it'll just fall down like a really big well. Okay, maybe I'll just set it up right there. You know. Make it rain. P style. All right, so for the plumbing loop, do I have that? Yes, I do. Okay. All right, forget it. I'm not going to hold on to this one plant just because it's there. Yeah, so there is a whole Discord channel. You should be able to actually see it down there in the description below. You guys can join up. I think there's a fair amount of people that have already joined up recently. I'm not even sure how big the server is, but man, last time I checked, it was over 500 people. A lot of people sharing their bases and whatnot there. And I'm starting to use it more and more with different formats for generating video ideas. So you should definitely check that out. More thing. I did not. Oh. Hold up. Cancel. I do need a drop off for. Where'd you go? You're all the way over here now? Oh my gosh. These Drecos get around. Focus, Brothgar. Just focus on one thing. Okay, so I need to go in to a liquid reservoir. I have a liquid shut off, so I'll go into that and then it'll be on the way out. So I don't want it to be able to leave the loop at any time. We want it to stay in there, so I'm going to need a sensor. That's going to be a clock sensor that'll run that one. And then once it leaves that pipe, it's going to run over the germ sensor right there. So that'll be a germ sensor here. And if that germ sensor is met, then it will actually loop back around into the tank. So I should get about 2 tiles worth of liquid, about 20 kilograms. Now I know I've set this up a few times. I should probably make a tutorial out of it at this point, just so we have a good reference, so that every time I forget it, I can go back and look at it. But the liquid pipe. Which way do I want to set that up? I could do it either way. So I think I'll do this number, because it does need to detect it in the tile before where it's at. And it's a good idea here to have a little bit of extra pipe. You don't really want it to be too close. That seems pretty reasonable. So then at this point, once it comes out of here, if it is not germy, then it will head on over to this tank and that'll be clean. Yeah. I don't have a clock sensor. Well, more research. Yeah, this whole disinfect thing works great. Okay. Has anything more disastrous happened while I'm looking at everything else? No. No. Is anybody dying? No. If anything, everything's going good. How about that? There we go. I did disconnect this, right? Okay, good. Oh, yeah, that's that over there. We'll just disconnect that for good measure. What about the germs in that? They got a long ways to go before they're dead. How much refined metal do I have? Not a ton. I could use some more. Look at that chlorine. Oh, it's perfect. And then, since I have polluted water down here, the carbon dioxide gets bumped up and gets removed by the skimmer. No, the ladders are not germy. At this point, the dupes are not spreading around any germs because they're not physically touching any germs. This challenge would actually be harder if I was using bathrooms. Well, I guess it would be a slightly different challenge now, wouldn't it? Yes, so I'm going to use chlorine down here in order to clean that up. Okay, so now I've got an issue because the supercomputer requires water, but I don't have a clean water source, which I don't think is a big deal. Yeah. And if I disable this... Okay, so now at least we won't deliver water to the micro musher. Let's just disable that. And then I can re-enable this door, and I could just use polluted water in the supercomputer. I have plenty of food, so that's not an issue. No, no. I don't think that'll be an issue. No, it does actually put food poisoning on the supercomputer. Uh-oh. Although it's dying off very, very quickly. Until we add more to it. Where are you going? No! No, 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 no. No! No! No, no! No! Lemon! Lemon! Don't put it there! Anywhere! That could have been really bad. Okay. So... suppose I can empty that. At some point, somebody's going to pick that up. No, that'll be okay. It'll probably end up in here, which will be okay because it's not many germs. I think Fatty just touches everything with germs. He's like the only person. He's at the biggest risk of anybody, but he's still the one doing all the dangerous work. Wart seed. Ooh, hey, that's a really handy thing to get early off. How's my temps? They're pretty chill. So it seems like the only spot I have heat is way up there. So, shall I think of a better spot to put it? Do I have my clock sensor yet? No, you're still working on it. See, that water ended up going somewhere. And I know it didn't go in there. All right. Ha! We've had a couple of close calls so far in this one. All right, so clock sensor. Now here you get to see me do automation in real time. This is never good. Okay, so come on. There, we take that. We're going to connect that to that, that to that. And then for the pipes, where you at? Liquid germ sensor. Crap. I need plastic. Draco. They all ran away. I guess I can run it manually. No, I can't. Yeah, yes I can. Yeah. Interesting. Because there's like, there's no Draco around. I might have to go hunting for one. I mean, there's lots of I want the shiny ones. The plastic Dracos. Ooh, natural gas. There's probably a geyser down there. Regardless, if I pump the liquid into the reservoir, it will kill the germs. So if I deconstruct this liquid pipe, I can at least fill it, even though I won't be able to, you know, empty it. So I can kind of run a batch, I guess is what I'm getting at here. This is how you end up with pipe spaghetti. Every time. Gretch, you need a new job. You been a gopher? Yes, everybody's been a gopher. You've been a builder. And you cannot dig. Gretch, you've been everything. You know, there's a chance. There's a small chance that the printing pod could bless me with some plastic. Maybe. Although I may not be able to get that. All this time, I haven't even done electrolyzers. This would be good for morale. You know what? I need my dupes to actually do something. Stop doing that. Let's go ahead and try to plan towards the idea of pumping water into the liquid reservoir. Not quite to the point of picking up the bottles just yet. We're going to start with pumping the water in. Where's all my bleach stone going? Oh. There it is. I need chlorine to maintain down here. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Let's mop that spot up. Should be able to just leave it there if I just disable this or set this lower. Here we go. We can set that to like 50. Disable the reservoir. It'll allow the fluid in but not out. Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, you mean disable the building? For real? Does bleach stone gas off chlorine? Yes, yes it does. Can I use a door? To enable or disable a liquid tank. That's actually a very interesting idea. It doesn't work? No, hang on, you weren't replying to that one. I don't know. I've never ever tried that. That would be interesting. I might be able to automate the tanks regardless without. No, but the problem isn't that. The problem isn't enabling or disabling the liquid reservoirs. The problem is detecting the germs in the pipe. That's the deal. I already have everything I need in order to run the doors automatically. It's not the issue. And given the actually there might be a whole reason to that. Because if it doesn't go out the out pipe, right? Then you're not going to end up with blocks that have germs in them. Huh. We're about to start experimenting. Interesting. You guys might have just made this whole loop thing better. What's the worst that could happen? Everybody dies. All right, so if I hook up this, okay. Everybody's trying to tell me how to do the automation wire. Yeah, what? What? Okay, so the idea here is that if we open that up, the liquid cannot flow out of the reservoir. We might be able to trap liquid in the reservoir. Right? So we just set it to be active just 100% of the time. There we go. And then if we set this, just be like 50%. Okay, so this is going to be fueled from here, there, and everywhere. So that polluted water has 51,000 germs in it. And we can see the water is now running. Now it's flowing down. Hey, lost you there for a second. Come on. We could just set that to active. Set the liquid through. Yes, it went into the tank. And the germs are being removed. So now we can kill off the germs. There they go, just about all the way down. So it should be possible, by the way, to kill whatever germs you put in here all the way to 0 within one cycle. It's a time thing, since it constantly halves, sort of deal. So essentially, we could set the out up on a timer, and then so far as the in is on a different timer, it should just work out every time. So there we go. And if I set that to off, the liquid should move on. Interesting. Really, really interesting. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, so if I set this up to be open, all except for at the very end of the cycle, and then I only allow this, let's say within 5, and it doesn't take much. I'm not going to have a giant flow into this area. So the liquid will only enter at the beginning of the cycle here. Should be right about now. There it goes. Wow, somebody had a lot to drink. Okay, at that point it's turning off. So in here the germs are dying off, and that should, I'll kind of take a look at the rest of the map there, but we can keep an eye on that. That should reach 0 by the time we go to empty it. The only thing is that if we ever lose chlorine down there, I could poison all of the water I have in the other tank. Yeah, see, that'll kill it off. It's only halfway through the cycle. Hey, at least I can get a Drecklick back. You already have food ready to go, bud. Yeah, see? Look at how happy he is. Alright. I didn't quite get plastic, but that was pretty good too. See? Now it's all germless. Fancy. Alright, so now how do we deal with the polluted water? What I'm wondering is if I can empty this and then I pump it, does that make my dupe germy? Yes. Yes, it does. 2,000 germs on Gratch right there. So that's the same as picking it up and moving it around. So just head on up over there, buds. That'll get rid of your germs. What are you doing? What are you doing? I broke a dupe. All right, so yeah, you're right. If I just do this number here, if I deconstruct this, the one problem I have here, so what I'm trying to think through is if the dupe picks up the water and then the end of the cycle arrives, they'll drop that and then they'll just go and head on over to the food, which is not what I want them to do. So they need to wash their hands up before they go and touch food. Gratch! Gratch, you're so broken! So we fixed the Dreckos, but we broke the dupes. Oh well. See, that multi-threading's working out. I'll help you. Here. There you go. It was fun to watch. I don't like disrupting my dupe's narcoleptic sleep or their very confused moves. All right, so is this thing here? We're at the end of the cycle, so we should see this water move on out. Come on, door. Come on, door. Squish the Draco while you're at it. Oh, not quite. Cool. Really cool. All right, so the bottle emptier that I'm going to put in is going to be right here, which means I could probably just move that door down. I don't need it up there, but so I think I'll want to do this number. Deconstruct all of these buildings here. I'm just going to have a wash basin right next to it. I mean, I figure that'll work. Although hand sanitizer might be good too. Because that's minus 480,000 germs per use. Whereas the wash basin is only 120,000. For good measure, let's do both. Sorry, Benjamin. I know the feeling. Those phone batteries die out. So, when in doubt, double redundancy. There we go. We'll just do this guy, a little bit of a wash basin, and a hand sanitizer. You know what I haven't enabled? I have not restricted who can handle the bottles. So I need a door. It's gonna be lemon the magic. Yeah. Magic lemons. I guess this is the more popular spot now. I guess you guys need some research or something. What are you guys doing? You're not doing anything. Electrolyzer might be a decent idea. How about that? Okay, so we can fill up a wash basin with germy water because that works. And I think I need one of those here because that just is right next to it. I should definitely give these guys some more. I should definitely give these guys a little bit more of a storage container here, just because there's just junk laying everywhere. And they don't have anything to do right now. Well, I don't know why I'm still doing this. That's an old idea now. Everything's made of mesh tiles. Whatever. All right, so it's like pretty much the last cycle. So what I'm going to do here, let's give Lemon access to this room and see what happens when she goes to run that. This is going to be potentially quite dangerous. watch how many germs are on her. 12. Huge! So huge! 153 hits a wash basin. Hmm. $2,000 germs. She's really not that germy right now. Well, this is, oh, there she goes. 11,000. That's a little bit more. Nope. That's working pretty good. Ha! Yeah, it does release chlorine, but in this case, that's okay because I do want chlorine down here. And you can see, just like the rest of the pee, it just kind of flows down. Oh, I should probably plug that in. Might help. See, just like me, she washes her hands all the time. It's clean. I know you guys were asking about that. All right, so we're coming up on the end here. What have we really achieved today? Well, we did set up a couple of systems down here that are getting rid of all of the carbon dioxide. So the base is no longer overflowing with that. We also have a system down here that cleans all of the germs out of the polluted water, but we didn't have a germ sensor. But we were able to think of a way around that based on a comment over there on the left, using the door to automatically open and close so that the liquid reservoir does not release the water inside of it. So that is a real advantage because otherwise there would be 2 tiles of pipe right here that would have germs inside of it, and we would have to detect that and loop it back around. So that actually makes this a fair bit more simple. So really tricky, but pretty awesome. Besides that, we had a close call with the watering hole over here. That had a massive amount of poison inside of it at one point. We were able to mop it up, though. So that will slowly clean itself, although it's not really reliable right now. So I probably need to tap into a clean source of water or take this water here and actually purify it through a sieve to bring it back to another spot. That way we can use it to make more food. Although we have plenty of food in reserve and probably more than enough to get to cycle 100. And just to kind of prove her point right there, Lemon decided to take a leak on the pump. We put those in places today. So that takes care of a lot of the crazy mopping that I was having to do every single cycle. Interesting. So there you have it, guys. That was, what's the name of this stream? Crap. Pandemic disease. So there you have it, guys. That's all I got time for today. We completed the 2nd episode here of the Pandemic Disease Challenge. So for the next episode here, we're going to have to take this to the next level. And I think to do that, we're going to have to venture into some of these biomes that have a little bit of slime lung inside of them. So I think we're going to need to start to work with the Atmo suits a little bit. That might be possible here within the next 25 cycles. So yeah, I think that'll be cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this little episode here of Oxygen Not Included. If I've earned your subscription, then thank you so much for that. Have a great day, guys. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar out. All right, so that's pretty much the end of the episode there. Whew. And the end of probably about the 6th live stream I've made go live. Yeah, sorry you guys couldn't hear the game audio the entire time. I thought I had it set up right, and then I didn't. So I got to look into that. So I might have to do a couple of streams here on the side. As far as future streams, I think we're going to do a little bit of RimWorld and Factorio. So keep an eye out for that. I don't necessarily have a schedule for it, so they might just pop up a bit like this one here. Although those will be intentional, whereas this one wasn't. But I think it was really great and awesome to have you guys in this whole conversation as well. So I'm going to edit this thing up tomorrow morning. It'll probably go live in the afternoon for people that weren't able to catch it. So you'll probably see that uploaded around 5 o'clock. I'm changing the upload times from 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I'm just reworking the schedules now that this is kind of my full-time job. And putting that at the end of the day just gives me a lot more time to do what I need to do in order to make it go live with everything that it needs to be a full episode. And hopefully they won't be uploaded so quickly that they're still 360p by the time you guys see it. No guarantees, though. YouTube kind of takes their time every once in a while. .360p. You know, I did Factorio in the past, and I feel like it was pretty good. People were real helpful and stuff, so that was pretty good. Then again, I was just learning the game, so I wasn't really like trying to show off or anything. So anyhow, as far as other games, Satisfactory's on the menu whenever I can get access to that. I have played a little bit of Frostpunk. That game's a bit slow. I don't know if that's going to make it or not. So, we'll see. You're not going to be able to, you're still going to be able to do puns. They just won't be the very first pun. They'll be all right. And I'm not saying that 5 is necessarily going to be the number. It may be 3 p.m. It may be 4 p.m. Ideally, 4 p.m. would work. That way, if I go to dinner, I don't have to... I can read comments before I go to dinner, sort of thing. It's all about overlapping things with stuff that happened in real life, so got to get all that figured out. Well, the thing I didn't like about Frostpunk is it's cold outside, and it's really cold in game. I was just sitting there freezing the whole time. Anyhow, whatever. I'm going to have to let you guys go. Have a wonderful night. It's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning here, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay awesome. Peace.